Hey everybody, Jody Marketplace Boutique. Today I have something that everyone might need that definitely makes quite a bit of money. Be found in your local areas. What these are, where you can find them, how much they go for, and they're great for holding up your pants. What are they? Belt buckles. So this is a recent find that I had at a live estate auction. I do have a video of it up recently. So I've got this one. And this is an operator engineer belt buckle, as you can see here. This is what the back looks like. And the back always has information too. Excuse my hands. I put self-tanner on with my hands. So this is something that you can find out there. Look at this one. This one is so pretty. Let's see. This one is beautiful. This is what the back looks like. So this one's from the USA. And then I found this really cool cowboy, and all this was in a lot of jewelry. So I paid $35 for the whole box of jewelry. These buckles were in there. Also some other buckles that are kind of in pieces, and these belt buckle pieces sell really well, even if it's just a buckle. You can also find things like this at your local thrift store, maybe on a belt. So if you see a ratty belt, don't turn it away, because you might be able to, they could be worth big money, and you can always just throw away the belt and sell the belt loop. Let's dive into some comps to what's sold here on eBay for belt buckles. Okay, so first we have a Stefano Ricci men's diamonds, white gold, 18 karat buckle alligator skin belts. So some of these can be found on belts, and some of them can be found just in the wild as a belt buckle. So really keep your eye out for both. They can still be attached. A lot of times they're not, because the belt buckle is just, not in good condition. So they get rid of the belt, but they keep the buckle. So this one sold for $52,000 and they took an offer. So that's just amazing. Sagnac, which I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Sorry if I am. Belt buckle, and this is marked 295, which is silver. Diamonds and garnets. This is so amazing. This sold for $25,000. What? $25,000. Sometimes they're in places where people don't really know what they are, so just kind of keep your eye out for like little interesting pieces. This one's quite big. I would say this is about 3 inches or so. These are huge, and they're really, really hefty. Okay, and here's a Hermes authentic 18 karat gold belt buckle. This one sold for $12,999. Now Hermes is one of those things, if you find anything with that brand, it sells really well. It's definitely like a classic designer. They make like amazing scarves and stuff. The quality is really amazing. It's just like beautiful classic items. Now here is a Chinese red and green jade belt buckle with relief dragon motif, 2-part. As you can see here, it was $5,000 and an offer was taken. And this is another one of those things that you might look at and have no idea what it is. So just keep your eye out for, something that might look like a belt buckle. Yeah, I would say this might be found in pretty much anything. Jewelry related, junk drawers, like you might find something like this in a junk drawer too. So here's an Owsley Bear Stanley Bronze Grateful Dead Steal Your Face belt buckle. This has got like a skull on it. So this is kind of one of those things that you can find a band type music. Those music things can be worth quite a bit of money. Collectors collect these, so keep your eye out. This was $4,000. Here's a 1976 Tech Banshee Brass Abstract Wave belt buckle. It's got like really intricate designs. A lot of times they are made of brass. Sometimes they're different metals. Usually it's a metal that can withstand like a lot of different wears. So they're really, really hefty. And you'll pick these up and they're hefty. So also look on the back. Usually these things are marked. Here's a large signed vintage skull belt buckle, custom solid sterling silver. Sterling silver should be marked sterling silver or sterling, or sometimes STER and sometimes 925. USA flag. So this sold for $3,500 on eBay. This is a very unique item. It's got a skull, it's got a flag, it's got a star. This is kind of fun. So, sometimes those unique and oddity items sell really well. Here's original Civil War Confederate CSA rectangle belt buckle plates. How cool. I would love to find one of these. I might have to look on eBay just to find one for myself. I just think this is cool. So history buffs like me would probably collect something like this. People that love history. And what an awesome find this is. Now this was worn by a Confederate soldier. How cool to find this. This is $3,100 it sold for. It's just one of those unique things that you would have a hard time finding. You could probably go to like an antique mall or something and find something like this. Especially one with like a lot of vendors and stuff, you could probably find it. So keep your eye out. You might see this strange looking metal plate and say, what is this? And it's got some letters on it. You could also use your Google Lens and look up what this might be. Here's an Ireland Bend belt buckle, 14 karat gold, sterling silver, ornate belt buckle. As you can see, it's got all these different designs. How cool. And it's got like a little arrowhead look to the front of it. $2,350 it sold for. I think I probably would have used the words maybe like lithographs. This one is definitely neat. If you're out west, that'd be like a great place to find something like this in an antique mall or like an antique shop or somewhere like that. Here's a 1947 Mexican 50 pesos gold coin. And then it's just marked what it is in a belt buckle. Very, very cool. This is definitely different. I've seen a lot of like jewelry pieces like this. This one sold for over $2,200. It's older, about 80 years old or so. Definitely a unique piece. You would probably spot this right away and think, oh, look at this cool coin in there, So a great, great vintage find. Here's a massive men's Chrome Hearts, which is a name brand, extra large buckle. If you look at these intricate details, now chrome will usually kind of be very shiny if you look at it, unless it's dirty. Now, with my belt buckles like this, and even this one, like these were so dirty, you could hardly tell what they really were. And I didn't even know this was actually on there because it was so dirty. So you might just have to keep your eye out for something like this size and, metal pieces. Keep your eyes out for those. This one sold for $2,150. This is like a beautiful piece. I've seen these Chrome Hearts buckles before. They have sold here on eBay, and they are definitely beautiful. I really like the design of them. That's really neat. Ooh, this one's pretty too. I like this one. John Winston 925 silver belt buckle with turquoise and mother of pearl. Look at how pretty that is. And it's got a design of an eagle face on the front and an eagle wing. That is so awesome. That is so cool. And then just think, somebody actually hand carved that. $2,300. Amazing. Here is a BSA Max Sibler belt buckle, 1964 to 65, World's Fair, nickel silver, very rare. Now you might find these too in your local areas. A lot of times people will collect these if they're from the area, from their area they live, or they used to live, or they vacation there, and they want like a souvenir. As in, when I go places, I don't necessarily want little trinket souvenirs. I would rather have like a little antique or something that says that place, or like a postcard from that place. So people like me like to collect things from places they have been before. So this sold for $2,000. The World's Fair items were really popular back then, and even way prior to. Those World Fair items go for quite a bit of money, even the postcards. Keep your eye out for those. And keep your eye out, of course, for wonderful name brand items like this vintage Tiffany and Company 14 karat gold, yellow gold belt buckle. This is beautiful. It shines so pretty. Gold is just amazing to look at. It's definitely got that gold luster. However, when you're looking at things like this and kind of in the wild and at thrift stores and little shops and mom and pops places and flea markets, and especially like live auctions or even auctions online, most of the time I find these are so dirty. You really got to keep your eye out. Just keep your eye out for those metal pieces. You know, kind of train yourself to think, what is that? And look into it more. You can carry a loop with you, or like even a magnifying glass. Well, maybe not a magnifying glass, but I a lot of times have a loop on me in my purse or in my pocket. Sometimes I'll just loop it in my necklace so I can just like walk around a store and have it hanging there so I'm not going in and out of my pocket. A lot of times if you do that, they're going to kind of question what you're doing and watch you like, you know, like as if you're doing something bad. Here's a rare CS Confederate lead-filled belt buckle. This says CS on the front. How cool. Now this is so neat that somebody actually found this. And what a great piece of history again. Over $1,300 it sold for. I have also found this stuff just swimming in lakes. Very odd. Here is like a belt buckle that I recently sold, and this is a Heavy Mechanics Aerospace belt buckle, UAW workers. So a lot of times you can find belt buckles that pertain to your certain areas. They have always sold really well for me. I had another one that's very similar, sold for around $200. So this one sold for, it looks like $91.50 plus shipping. I did put this in a flat rate envelope because these are very heavy. A lot of times over a pound. Plus when, you know, your customer pays a little bit extra for something, you kind of want to ship it probably priority mail. So, and then priority mail is insured, which is great. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something new. This is so pretty. I love this little find. I might have to keep this in my stash for a while. Be sure to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.